Hi guys, and welcome back to Movies That Matter with the Viking. And look, DC fandom is right around the corner. 2 days away, Saturday. I can't wait, you can't wait. We'll all be there at the Hall of Heroes panel to get so much information about so many DC movies. But one that I'm really looking forward to is The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves, starring Robin Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano, and so many more. It's a stellar cast of performances from people who are going to knock it out of the park. They get a lot of shit, but that happens with every comic book movie until the film comes out and the actors who are doing their job portray those characters really, really well. But the Batman on Saturday, we can expect some sort of a teaser, a trailer, something like that, a real, maybe looking at behind the scenes. Because remember, only 25% of this film is done. And over the last few months, they have been building sets in, I think, in London at the Warner Brothers lots. So they're planning on shooting inside at studios. So they've been making their own sets, more like kind of what Burton did back in '89 and 1992. 1992 more, there was kind of they built sets and they shot on a sound stage and things like that instead of actually being out in the open. Of course, now that's what they're going to have to do on the Batman because of the coronavirus. They can't be out in the open. They can't work in large groups with people. So this is their next best step to go towards. Matt Reeves is a talented director, brilliant. I love the Planet of the Apes films that he did. He did Cloverfield. He's very, very talented, so I'm sure he can make it work. I'm sure there won't be any downgrade from what he was going to do originally. I'm sure this all still works out in the end, and the film is still pended to come out in 2021 and in October, so that should be cool. And I can't wait to see more of this Batman, Robin Pattinson, maybe his voice, maybe him interacting in the suit, Commissioner Gordon or So Kravitz, but I just can't wait to see more. I'm not expecting too much. I'm not expecting a trailer because, look, as I've said, they've only done 25% and they've got a lot more to shoot to make that deadline. But got some good news. It looks like they're going back into production, and Variety had this article yesterday, which was great news for the Batman. And September is going to be a good month for them. Robin Pattinson's The Batman resumes production in September, so that's good. They were shooting in Glasgow. I think they're moving to London now to get it done in the sets that they've been building for months. So that's good. The Batman is going to get back into production. I was fearful that the date might be changed again. It was supposed to come out next June or July, wasn't it? And then it was switched to October because their shooting was behind schedule and they were fearful of not getting the film done in time. But now them going back in September, I'm sure they'll get it done, maybe before the new year, maybe just after, and then they can start doing post-production and then additional photography or reshoots if they need to, and then get the film right for October 2021. It's going to be a great year. We got Wonder Woman coming out in October. Hopefully, it might get pushed to next year. We've got Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then we've got the Batman. So it's going to be a great year for a DC fan. Discussing Film had this up. The Batman has around 3 months material left to shoot and could potentially be wrapped by the end of 2020. Crew members have been constructing sets for the film this month. So look, that's good. It could take them 3, maybe 4 months to get everything shot. Now you're probably thinking that's very soon and they've been off for a long time. But look, the biggest part of a movie is pre-production and post-production. You have to get your sets right. You have to get everything right in place, your location, and then post-production you have to kind of get everything right with the effects and how you're going to cut things, edit it, the score, all of that stuff. So when it comes down to actual acting and doing stunts and performances, it actually doesn't take that long to shoot those films. It's all the other things that need to be done. And this could be our new Batman logo for the Robin Pattinson world of the Dark Knight. Now, do I like it? I think it's pretty cool. Now, there's no tail. I know some people were giving out about that, critical of that, but I think it's pretty cool. It looks like that the Batman, the bat, is flying towards you. It looks very different from all the other incarnations of the character and of the symbol that we've gotten in the past, and I'm okay with it. It's pretty cool. It's similar to the one that we seen on the suit in that camera shot test footage with Matt Reeves. So I'm okay with it. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it for me. It's a bat symbol. It looks like a bat symbol. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. I'm really digging the suit that we got to see in the behind the scenes or in the leaked images of the stunt double. So I really like the tactical look that it's that's really giving off. I wonder, does Batman have numerous suits in this film, or did he get this suit at the start? It's damaged, he has to get a new suit. That's all going to be cool answers that we'll have to wait. But this looks like it's going to be the DC Comics newly trademarked bat symbol, and I'm okay with it. And let me know your thoughts if you like it or not. Very different from the Batfleck one, but I think they should all be different and separate from each other. There's no point of copying each other or anything like that. It's always good to make something new. A bigger discussion that was going on yesterday is about the rating and what the Batman might be. Now, you'd probably think it'd be PG-13 like other most Batman incarnations, but this interview with Robert Pattinson earlier on this year, back in January, got people thinking. This is what Robert said. The only thing that's complicated is the rating, he said. As soon as you make something an R-rated movie, you're freed up to do so much stuff, he says. In terms of the character itself, I want to push it as far as it possibly can go. I think Matt Reeves does as well. You can do crazy stuff with that part. Now, I want to do a separate video on what I think DC is doing with the Bat universe at the minute, in terms of Joker, in terms of Birds of Prey, in terms of Suicide Squad, and now in terms of the Batman, and similar what they did with Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. But can Batman be an R-rated film? Well, it's worked for Joker, but this is different. This is Batman. Children love Batman. I think it would be a huge risk, but a risk that I would applaud. I would actually like this if they did an R-rated Batman film. Look, if you know me, you know that I love when new ideas are brought to the comic book genre. I love when something like Logan happened, or Deadpool, or Infinity War happens, where they're all vanished at the end, or something like Batman versus Superman. I love when a comic book movie takes risks and starts doing more kind of cinematic movies instead of just corny popcorn stuff. I would be really intrigued how a Batman R-rated film would be like. I think I would agree with Rob that you can push it. You can push that so far. You can do so much more. It frees you up. But if you turn a film into an R-rated film, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a great film. You know, a PG-13 film can be way better than an R-rated film. It's got to do with the director, the script, the acting, all of that stuff. So if this does turn into an R-rated film, it doesn't mean it's going to be a great film like The Joker. That's not what it means whatsoever. But you can push the boundaries a little bit more. You can go that extra step. You can have more risks in your storytelling in the way that the characters are preceded on screen. So if it turns out that the Robert Pattinson Batman film is R-rated, I'm going to be very excited and very intrigued, but also very surprised if this does happen. Very surprised. Am I all for it? Absolutely. New ideas brought to the comic book genre, an R-rated Batman film, something that's never been really done before in a theatrical experience. Now that's something I can definitely get behind. But I will do a separate video on what I think is going to happen going forward with DC and the Batman universe per se, like the Joker and Birds of Prey and those kind of films that are Batman villains and set in Gotham City. But guys, let me know your thoughts on all this that's going on. Are you looking forward to seeing this teaser, this trailer, this reel on Saturday of the Batman? Do you like that bat symbol? Are you happy that it's back in September, or do you have no interest whatsoever in this film? I see many people on Twitter who are still criticizing Robert Pattinson, still criticizing Matt Reeves, still criticizing this film because Ben Affleck is not doing this film anymore. But this is actually different from what Ben Affleck was going to do. This isn't set in the DC universe with Flash and Aquaman and them. This is its own thing, much like the Joker. It's separate. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a big fan of Matt Reeves. Robert Pattinson is an underrated, talented actor, one of the best in the world in my opinion, along with a few more who have been kind of criticized for their acting roles in the past and being judged by franchise films instead of their indie work, which I think people need to watch their indie work. But I can't wait. The cast is brilliant. I'm looking forward to it so much. New ideas coming to the fold. We can still get to see Ben Affleck's Batman in Justice League. But guys, let me know your thoughts. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Come follow me on all the social medias. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, guys, Robert Pattinson's Batman is going to absolutely kill it.